I'm Bri, and this is BT Beauty. Welcome back to our channel.
Okay.
So today we're going to talk about how we met. A lot of people
know.
Yes, a lot of people have asked us, like, how do we know each other? Because we didn't go to the same school, we're not from the same area, our husbands don't know each other. Well, our husband and fiance don't know each other.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have asked how we met.
Yeah.
So we're
We're
going
gonna tell you.
Yes, today we're going to talk about that.
About to dive on in.
Yeah. So, anywho, we met about...
This is kind of strange. People are probably gonna think this is weird, but
yeah, it is. I mean, it's
August.
Not weird, but
I started in August of 18.
So August of 18.
Yep.
Has it really not been that long? Wow.
Been a year, but a year and a
Well,
few
not
months.
really. It's only been like 6 months. Dang, that's crazy. I feel like it would have been longer than that.
No, like August of 18.
Yeah, like this past August.
Oh, so maybe no.
It had to have been 17.
It was 17. It was 17.
I was about to say, because I got engaged last December and you did my engagement
Yeah.
picture, so yeah, okay.
Sorry, but I don't.
Anyways, so we met in August of 2017 when Taylor started working at the boutique that I was a manager at.
Yeah.
So
I'll tell them how. Okay, so basically how I am one of those people that I've always got to be doing something all of the time. So
we stay busy, like we can't be idle.
Yeah, I can't do that or I will just freak out. So basically what was going on in my life at that time, I just graduated high school and I've been a nanny for about 4 years. So I was doing that already during the summertime and I was like, you know what, I need something else because I didn't like that I was staying home all the time. I was like, I need something to do.
You wanted to be busier.
I wanted to be busier. So, which I guess people don't request out of life, but I do. And so
Same.
I decided that I was going to go to our local mall and I was going to apply to jobs because I really was in this mindset of like, I don't want to babysit. I want to do something different.
Right.
And like we've dated before, I love fashion. I love getting creative with things like that. You probably can't tell by today, but anyway. So I decided that I was going to literally just go around the mall and apply. Lo and behold, I only applied to one store in the mall. Who does that? I don't know.
That was the store that I was an assistant manager.
I was wearing Nike shorts and a t-shirt to apply for this job.
She didn't plan this very well.
I did not. I just kind of was like, I'm going to go apply and see how that goes. Because I had never done it before. I didn't even know any of that. Like, couldn't tell you. Didn't know how to do any of that. So I didn't know how to go about it. I was like, I walked in there. I was like, hey, can I get an application? They were like, sure. And I was thinking that they're going to tell me it was online. So I was like, well, I don't need to like look nice.
Right.
But yeah, so I applied and I think I applied on a Thursday and I'm pretty sure I got hired the following Monday.
So Taylor came in, did her interview. Of course, our boss loved her. She was bubbly. She was sweet.
I was dressed to the nine, and I had bangs that time.
Yes,
bangs.
you did have bangs. Oh, I forgot about that.
I literally got my hair cut with bangs the day before the interview. Day before. Yeah.
So Taylor comes in looking all cute. Of course, our boss loved her, thought she was super fashionable, super cute, super spunky. And so she tells me after the interview that she's going to hire this young girl. Because Taylor is younger than I am.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's noticeable, sometimes it's not. But
it comes out in certain ways.
You are?
I am 20.
I'm 24. So there's a little bit of age difference, but it is what it is.
A lot of people will state that I'm mature for my age.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
So when our boss told me that she was hiring this girl and that she was going to be coming to work with us the next week, I was like, okay. And
She's like,
the young ones, yeah, like.
She better not come out and do me because I'm not trying to get my job taken.
Well, it wasn't really that. It was just like we had been. I like to work with people that are mature, and sometimes that doesn't.
Retail world, that's hard to find.
Yes, because a lot of times, especially in boutiques and in malls, you get a lot of younger girls who are young girls.
They'll claim they're mature, but they're not, and that's just the bottom line.
It just happens. Okay, so I was worried that she was going to be one of those girls. But I was like, okay, I'll meet her when she comes in. I mean, I'm going to have to work with her, so I'll meet her when she comes in. So a few days later, you worked your first shift, and our boss brought her over and was like, Bri, this is Taylor. She's going to be working with you some. You guys will have a shift together this weekend. You can kind of show her the ropes, show her how to close the store and things like that.
And like, I knew right off the bat when I met Bri, I was like, I'm going to work with her. I'm going to click with her. And I don't know why I thought that, but it just was like something.
I kind of felt the same way. Like, our boss introduced us.
Because I talked to a wall. So
right.
I was like, hey, how are me.
Right, and of
Like,
course I'm in work mode, so I'm like scanning around for customers, making sure nobody needs anything, and also trying to like introduce myself to this girl too. And
I think I just jumped in and I was like, people. Like,
right. So the first thing that I noticed about Taylor and what instantly made us click was that I complimented her on her eye makeup. I was like, your eye makeup looks great. Your makeup looks so good. I love makeup. I'm really into that.
Yeah.
And we just kind of went from there. But what's funny is our boss.
Yeah.
When she introduces me to new people, there is one thing that she says and one thing only. She says, "This is Bri. She's the Disney nut."
Yeah.
That's me. I love Disney. I worked at Disney. That's my thing. That's what I'm known for.
Oh yeah, she
especially
told me
at work.
that you worked at Disney. Have you sold them that yet?
Not yet.
I
worked at Disney. I just did the college program, but that's like the older people who know me. That's the first thing they tell everyone about me. And I'm like, it's really not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was great. I love talking about it. If you are interested, hit me up.
If you want to know about some Disney stuff, you gotta hit her in the comments.
I will sell you on the DCP.
Yeah.
But anywho, so that's our boss introduced. I'm trying not to say her name because confidentiality things.
Yeah.
I don't know that she wants to be all over the internet. But our boss introduced me. She's like, "This is Bri. She's the Disney nut." And then I complimented Taylor on her makeup, and I'm like, "Your makeup looks great. I love that too."
I think
like
I complimented you on your eyeshadow.
Right. I was like, I don't just love Disney. Makeup is kind of my thing too. Like I do weddings and proms and events and stuff like that.
Right.
And my boss was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot to mention blah blah blah." So we hit it off, but I was a manager and Taylor was an associate. So there was a conflict of interest. We could not hang out outside of work.
And that was made very clear from the beginning of the job.
Right. Because there had been some instances in the past where that had been an issue and they wanted to avoid that again. So
and I was completely fine with that. Right, I understood
totally
that.
same.
I'm very professional in that way. I'm like, okay, if that's the law,
if that's the rule, that's the rule. Right.
I'm gonna stick to it because I was that was like I said, my very first retail job, my very first in the world. Because you nanny, that's like that's not a thing. Like you nanny, everybody nannies.
Well, and it's not like
this is like
corporate.
boss. Yeah. This is like we are There's corporate. There's chains. This is a big thing.
There's a chain of command and there's conflict of interest.
Yeah.
So we knew that we clicked and we loved to work together. I actually would request to have Taylor put on my schedule. I'd be like, well, if I'm the closing manager this day or I'm the opening manager this day, can I get Taylor?
Being younger, I didn't care about the hours. I was like, oh yeah, sure, put me on.
Right.
I think I worked like probably 4 days out of a week for like most of the time.
Yeah, and I loved it. I would always request to have her work with me, just because we got along so well and the time went by fast. And honestly,
I would say though, when we worked together though, we were rolling it out.
Yes. Okay. So that's not to say that we just talked all the time at work and didn't get any work done. When Taylor was on a shift, we probably sold more and had higher numbers than I probably ever had on my own. Like Taylor could sell ice to an Eskimo. She was that good. Yeah. And we knew that. Everybody that worked with us knew that. But it was, like I said, it was a conflict of interest. But then I got engaged in December of 2017 at Disney, actually. Those are cute pictures if you guys want to see them. They're on our Instagram
She's so down to share those.
I love, they were so cute. They turned out so good.
They really were. It was very sweetly done, I will say. He did.
My
props
husband,
to Adam.
He's the best. So anywho, I got engaged in December of 2017 and I was looking for someone to do our engagement pictures.
Right.
Because I wanted to hurry up and get our save the dates out. And I knew that from working with Taylor and getting to know her that she was into photography and she
did that freelance.
Yes, she was a freelance photographer. I was a freelance makeup artist. It just kind of...
Best of both worlds.
Right. So, I started talking to Taylor about possibly doing my pictures. I was like, but I want to clear it with our boss first because I don't want us to get in trouble for being together outside of work.
Yeah.
So, talked to our boss and she's like, it's okay as long as, we kind of keep it on the down low. Like, obviously it's a professional thing more so than like a personal thing.
Because I was doing pictures for the store and stuff like that. Like, not like with my camera and stuff, but I was editing them for them.
Right, We both worked together on our store's Instagram page. Yeah. And that's kind of where we got our love of social media. So.
Yeah.
Or more so like professional social media, not like casual, personal.
Yeah, we're not posting like things you see on everybody's Instagram. Like,
right. It was outfits, fashion, scenery.
It was targeted to a certain demographic.
Right, we had a demographic.
Yeah.
So I talked to my boss and I was like, I really would like Taylor to do our engagement picture. She does a great job. I love her work. And my boss was like, yeah, absolutely, go for it. Just kind of keep it on the down low.
Yeah.
So that's when Taylor met my now husband, Adam.
Let me just say, hit it off.
Yes,
he has
we all get
a
along
certain
so
kind
well.
of humor that you just
he's
you just kind of connect with. And like I think we went to that location and it was like a location that had a thrift store in it, so we were like looking through the thrift store and then we went to eat. It was just like it was a good thing.
Right, because Taylor wouldn't let us pay her to do our engagement pictures. We tried and she was like, no, I'm doing them for free.
Yeah.
So we took her out to dinner afterwards.
Because I was a little self-conscious because, yes, I was a freelancer and I thought that my stuff was good. Didn't know how great it was. And these are her engagement pictures. I'm like, listen, if these do not turn out good, you are more than welcome to use anyone else. I'm just doing this because I think maybe I could. You know, I just felt like...
She wasn't very confident in her
I wasn't very confident.
And Adam and I were like overjoyed. Like they were so good. They turned out so good. I've gotten so many compliments. I used them on our save the dates. I've handed them out to family. They're all over my house. Like she did a great job.
Thanks.
So that's kind of how we started hanging out. So I was getting more hours at my other job. I stepped down from my management position at our boutique that we worked at, but I was still an associate. So then it was no longer a conflict of interest, and Taylor and I could hang out outside of work.
And we did.
Yes, we did. So we became really close friends that way. And
we just bonded over certain stuff, not even just makeup and like anything. It was just like common conversation.
Right. We became close. Like you were a trusted friend.
Yeah.
And I've said time and again that if we had gotten closer sooner, Taylor would have been in my wedding.
Yeah.
I had already picked my bridal party by the time we got really close.
Yeah.
And it would have thrown off our numbers to add another one. And if you know me, I'm OCD and I have to have things
Same. That's one thing we bonded over because I'm like.
Yes.
Because in mine I'll have 4 and 4 and then like
so I had 5 groomsmen, so I had to have 5 bridesmaids, and if I added a bridesmaid it would throw the whole thing
people
off.
think that's weird, and I'm like, no it's not. I like that is completely fine.
Yeah.
But
it is what it is. Like it's your wedding, you do what you want.
Yeah.
I learned that the hard way. I finally learned to put my foot down with people. No, this is my wedding, I'm gonna do what I want.
Yes, I understand.
So we got to be close friends, and then
we just kind of like another thing that we bonded over, which is in the makeup realm, is like I think during my break one time I was watching Casey Holmes, and like she loves Casey Holmes.
Yes.
And then we were like, oh, like you love her, I love her. And like at that time she was not big, so if you did watch her, you were like, it was very cute.
Like low key.
Yeah, it was like nobody knew of her and things like that. And then we both liked Laura Lee. We kind of watched her a little bit
because she's from Alabama. She's our Alabama girl.
Montgomery. So anyway, we just kind of bonded on things like that, and then her relationship started to grow, and then she was trying to set me up with everybody under the sun.
Yes, but she found her little Grant all on her own.
Yep, and then I found Grant, and then I was like so excited to tell her, and things like that. So we just progressed like that. And it was just...
Our lives just kind of meshed together.
Yeah, it was just fine. And then like, I'm pretty sure Grant and Adam, they get along.
Yeah.
Like, they're guys. It doesn't matter.
It's really not hard. So, they enjoy video games.
It's like little kids. You set them up in that room, and then you set us up in this room.
Yes,
it's fine.
They have their little play date, and we go work.
Yes.
So that's how we met. And we talked a little bit about my husband and her fiance. So that's pretty much all that. I mean, there's not that much to say.
But that's how we met. We met through a local store, and she worked there, and I worked there. She did leave. Well, she didn't leave, but she stepped down.
I tried to leave. So our boss is the sweetest.
Love her.
She's wonderful. And if you try to quit and she likes you, you're not gonna quit. Like she will pull you back in. I have turned in, I think, 2 or 3 different 2-week notices, and every single one of them has been rejected.
If there's one thing I could say about that is, if you were going to work retail, I would highly encourage someone to go to a boutique like that, because
it's a small, close-knit family.
Yes, and they are great people, and it's very rare to find people that you don't want to work with. And if there's someone you don't want to work with, they work with you.
Yeah, they can make it happen.
They make that happen for you, and they work around your schedule. And I loved everyone that I worked with pretty much. Like it was just good, and I loved talking to people. So like being in retail helped me do that. Like I loved talking to people. I mean, if they didn't even want my help, I was trying to talk to them about something
Taylor
else.
Talk to everyone.
I just love that. And I'm hoping we get to go in there. That way we can show you all around, so you kind of understand what we're talking about.
Right. And to be clear, Taylor no longer works there.
Yeah, I no longer work there.
She left to kind of focus more on school.
Yeah, I guess we could talk about what we're doing now.
Yeah. So I still work at the store. I'm not a manager. I did step down.
Yeah.
I work in insurance. I work for Allstate. So I'm doing that, but I still grab a shift at the store every once in a while just to kind of catch up with everybody.
I still swipe in there and go get stuff.
Oh yeah, she comes in all the time. And if I keep playing with my hair, it's because it's flat and it's bothering me.
Like we said, we have the viewfinder now, so we're kind of still getting used to that. We need to scoot over a little bit probably.
New game, count how many times Brianna touches her hair.
Yeah.
Because I know, I'm aware, you don't have to look in the comments. I know it's a bad habit.
Let me know how many times I look at the viewfinder and not the camera, because I'm sure that's a lot.
We'll get better at that too.
Yeah, we're just still learning.
Yeah.
But anyway, so right now she's doing insurance, and then I am a substitute teacher for our local county. Meaning I'm not a teacher, but like if there's someone that calls out, I fill in for them.
But you are pursuing a teacher.
Yeah, I'm a full-time college student as well, so I'm pursuing going to be a teacher in early childhood education. So hopefully I'll be transferring to the university next semester. So anyway, it's just process of that, and that's another reason the content has been a little bit slower. Is like we
have lives. Like, this is not our lives. Yes. But you know, we have our husbands. I keep saying husbands. You guys might as well be married. Our husbands. We have our jobs. We have Taylor's school. So
it's a lot to handle.
It's a lot, but
she's still doing freelance, and I'm still doing freelance.
We've got a prom coming up.
Yeah, we do have a prom coming up, so we will have looks on that. I think we might do a behind the scenes video. Maybe I'm thinking about setting that up. We might do like a little fast story through that.
Yeah, that would be cool. Like a day in the life.
Day in the life.
One little. What is this?
Little flyaway. But yeah, so we are going to probably do something like that, so catch that soon. But other than that, just keep up with us on the socials. And see what we're doing there.
Right, so where were we going with that? Taylor left the store. I'm still there every once in a while, but we do have our other jobs, and those are kind of our main jobs.
But we are still invested in you guys, and we are very excited for this. So we are trying to find the time. Like right now, it's currently like 10 a.m. So we do it before she goes to work.
Right. We do this. We film during the week before I go to work. Eventually, we'll get to the spot where we can film at night. And that will help because my husband will be here to kind of take care of other things.
We have puppies.
At the home. Yes, we do have puppies. Oh, we didn't talk about those. So I have a little pit bull mix. Her name is Lilo. Obviously, because we're Disney. My husband and I are both obsessed with Disney. So she's a little black pit bull, and we call her our little Polynesian princess.
And then I have a dash hound, a little mini weenie, and her name is Sally Mae.
She's so cute.
I got her on my 18th or 19th birthday, and then my fiance has a German Shepherd, and his name is Zeus. And right now they're trying to adapt to each other, and it is the funniest thing.
That's kind of size difference.
You've got this little dog, and then you got this big old German Shepherd, and German Shepherds are territorial, so it's just a little blurry.
They are.
And we're about to get a new dog, so now we're gonna have 3 dogs. And
we're not getting a new dog. We're not getting a new pet.
She's like, Adam,
there's 3 of us right now, and that's good.
She said Adam is not talking me into anything, whereas Grant
it would be the other way around. Like I would definitely be the one to talk Adam into.
Grant is like very persuasive and things like that, and he's like, this dog is free. Like, come on. And I'm like, okay, but you're taking care of it. Like, at least it's an outside dog.
You sound like a mom. Like you can have it, but you have to take care of it, and you have to feed it, and you have to walk it.
I have nanny kids for 4 years, and so those kids have been like my children.
Taylor is the grandma friend. Yeah. For sure. I'm the mom friend, but Taylor is the grandma friend.
Let me just tell you, I get up at 6, I do a routine.
She keeps snacks in her purse.
I have
She pulled out some goldfish earlier. I was like,
girl, if you get hungry, I got you some snacks. I keep a little thing of like all my little stuff, like pills, need some Advil or something. Got that in my purse. Like, it's just, gotta go to the bathroom all the time. Like, it's just.
But it's better to be the grandma friend than to be the delinquent friend.
Yes. That is one thing I was going to say, is that's why another reason we clicked is I was not in a partying stage.
I was not.
I went through
like I tried in college, like to go to parties and be that person, and I was like, I just want to go home and take a nap.
I worry about life too much and like where I'm gonna go and how I'm gonna get there, and so. And that's one thing, we are very driven. We see a goal, we are going to make that goal happen.
Yes.
Regardless if we don't have what we need or whatever, we're gonna make it work. Like right now, we're a little rough on the filming side. Like we gotta have more things. We're getting better. We did get us a ring light. I don't know if the picture looks better or not. But
we have a mic. We just have to get the adapter for it. So we're moving along. But that we didn't let that stop us from going ahead and starting and publishing content and filming videos and things like that. We wanted to keep moving and keep that momentum because we knew if we stopped, it would be a defining stop for us.
We're just very gung-ho on the filming and getting out there. And like I said in the first video, I think is our lives are both at a place where we can make time for this and not be too crazy. I am planning a wedding, but I mean... It's not.
And I think a big thing is like we don't have kids yet, and that's life consuming. Not to say that we don't want them, but right now in our lives,
and I'm like, come on, Bri, you got this, girl. Let me see a little baby.
Oh my goodness, you and everyone else. Okay. So you know, I mean, we're at a point right now where we can,
Take
this can be
that
a release for us. This is a creative release, and this is a hobby right now. And, you know, it might eventually be more, but for right now, we enjoy doing it. We enjoy being together.
We know what it is, and we're not
Right.
taking it for granted, and we're not saying
Right.
that it's any less than what it actually is.
Or
We're not-
anymore.
Yeah, or anymore. So we're just kind of like
Right.
doing what we can with it and hoping that you guys enjoy, because we do. We love it.
Yes. I mean, there's something so fun about sitting down in front of a camera and talking to people about something that you love.
And we love to talk. Let me tell you.
Exactly. I mean, I have had people reach out, older women that are my grandmother's friends from church have
Yes.
reached out and said that they are so happy for us and they're supportive, and, you know, they may not wear makeup at all,
Yeah.
but they're supportive and they're interested and they like to see growth. And, you know, I mean, that's heartwarming. Like, that is something
I love
that makes me want to keep
And like
doing.
my fiance's family, they're like, what is YouTube? But like my future sister-in-law, she loves YouTube, so she's like, now she's like wanting to start vlogging because I've gotten the courage to do this and things like that. And they have been so supportive. All of our families have been so supportive of it.
Right.
That's
And I
just
think
something
if
that
you,
helps.
I mean, a lot of the reason I got into makeup, and if you are friends with me on Facebook or you follow me on social media, you'll see when I shared our first video, I put, you know, a little blurb on there about the reason I started makeup. And I started makeup because I was very bullied in high school.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of people make fun of my weight, my face, my eye shape, my eye color. I was bullied a lot, and I would come home every single day, sit down in front of my computer or my phone or my laptop, you know, whatever it was at the time, and I would watch YouTube and I would learn and I would soak up that knowledge, and then I would practice. I would do my makeup until it was time for bed, and then I'd wash off and I'd go to sleep, and I'd get up the next morning and I'd go to school. And I did that so much and so often that it eventually became more than a hobby. I became skilled, and like I don't feel like I'm being vain in saying that. It's like any sport, any skill that you have, if you practice, you're gonna get better. And I worked hard to learn what I learned.
Yeah.
And this was the time that I was in high school was not a time when YouTube was a huge thing.
No, but
There
it
were
was
very-
I think it started getting big when I was going through. And that's
Right.
what I was going to say. I think we wanted to touch on is what started us on makeup, and she tapped on hers, but mainly for me, I was always that, not the weird kid, but the kid that always was trying to do new things and be different than other people.
Right.
And, you know, I was starting photography in high school, and people were like, well, what are you doing? Or I would wear thrift store clothes, and people would be like, what? That looks so weird. Like, but people would end up loving it and thinking it was cute, but not really wanting to tell me and things like that.
Right.
We are both people that love to do different things, and that's hard for other people to understand sometimes because it's a different normal.
Right, and that's kind of where I was going with that, was I wanted to and should have started my channel in high school, and I did film a video and I put it out there. People at school caught wind of it and I was mocked mercilessly. It was horrible. I should have stayed with it and pursued it further and worked harder and ignored all of that, but I didn't. And so a lot of what has helped me now is, you know, is it challenging and is it scary to put yourself out there on the internet for everyone to see? It's terrifying. But I think that's why I like having two of us, because we can hold each other accountable and be like, no, Taylor can be like, no, Brianna, you want this? We're gonna keep working for this. And so that's where we're at.
I think that's what we're doing, and that's how we are.
So it looks like our battery is dying, so we're gonna wrap this up. But once again,
I'm Tay.
And I'm Bri. Thanks for watching.
I just stubbed my toe. Okay, fix my hair before we start this shebang. Okay. They look messy. I probably look like I can't come together like a regular human or something.
Dude, sir.
Okay. Ooh, I need to go this way. There we go. Okay, am I in it?
Yes. Here.
Okay, there we go.
Oh no, I need to go further out.
We talk too much with our hands.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2.